Yes.
I will share my screen. Okay. Now we are going. Let me see. Yeah, I'll see you, and I will like to see my screen as well. Yeah, there we are. Good evening, my dear new voices of Europe, beyond, and friends. If you have been attending the Europa Forum in Thessaloniki, this should not be a surprise this evening. We talked about storytelling in the New Voices workshop there, but as you know, only with repetition, you will master it.
Elizabeth,
yes,
apologize, but we don't see your screen.
You don't see my screen?
We see your screen, but the PPT is not visible. Share the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I did that. Wait. I will try again. Sorry there. My screen. Next slide. Our New Voices Team Europe welcomes you to this fireside, and it's already our 13th edition since the beginning of the pandemic. Today, we will talk about storytelling and the power of it. And our focus of New Voices this year is on communication, because it is what we do on membership, leadership, service, and marketing. Wouldn't it be great to have a new voice in every club? Someone who encourages the club members to think outside the box, to tell stories to the outside world, not only to Lions, but also outside, to communicate and make our clubs attractive to younger people, to other cultures, and to other genders. In many clubs, there is already someone who is responsible for communication, taking pictures, post them, etc. The role of New Voice in a club could be a media relation specialist, a Lion liaison, an online communication specialist, something like that. So let's work on this goal, having a new voice in every Lions club in Europe. That would be my dream. But let me hear your voice. There are great ways to tell a story. Today, we provide you some guidelines and tips how to tell a great story. Let's begin with Q&As, question and answers. And what do I mean by question and answers? It means doing an interview with a local leader in your community, a radio station, a reporter, the press, etc. So that could be a good way to tell a story. Why could that be important? It's a great way to get known in the local community. Another way is a personal story on social media, for instance. Personal stories are valuable. It gives people the feeling that they can do that as well. What you do, a service project, a blog, for example, or why you are a Lion or a Leo, or your personal experience with a service or fundraising activity. People want to be touched. People want to feel the emotion. And the other thing is you can also do a club impact story, a story about a project and the people you helped with your activity, making it a touching story about an individual or a group. But also how some people are sharing favorite recipes. We will talk about that later. Create cultural understanding, friendship. Other thing is you can share information about a project, how you organized it, so others can use this information for their own projects. There are so many things you can share. And if you see an interesting post, repost something on social media. Use hashtags when you do that, like hashtag New Voices, hashtag Global Action Team, hashtag Lions Clubs, hashtag Leo Club, and so on. And you can do something like how to start a new club, how you recently gained 5 new members, how you had incredible fun by doing a bonding activity with your own club. And what they call listicles is like a blog that includes a list of topics, which is meaningful to Lions and Leos. For example, 5 ways to inspire your club members. This makes it very interesting to read. You see, there are many ways you can tell a story. But you also have to ask yourself why your story matters and to whom. And why is your story special? Who would be reading it? Think about that before you start writing your script. And when you write your story, stay focused. When I'm asked to give a presentation or a speech, I always have a list of some questions I would ask myself. 1, who is the audience? 2, why would they listen to me? 3, what could be interesting to them? 4, is there an actual topic they are discussing at the moment? And 5, what is the takeaway for them? What would they like to learn? And whenever you want people to listen or read your story, there are 3 elements which are of great importance. And I call them the 3 pillars of impact, which is education, entertainment, and empowerment. Let's go a little deeper into education. Let's start with entertainment, doesn't matter. Entertainment, how do you tell your story? This is the fuel for the reader or the listener. It's the emotional involvement. It can be a touching personal element, a joke, or a disaster story where people feel the impact it has on people. A touching element can be sad, can be laughing, can be anything, as long as it is in good proportions. The next one is education. People want to understand what you're about. A bit of content is important for your story, or your presentation, or your speech. And the third one is empowerment. This is not an easy one, but very important when you give a presentation or a speech, but also for some stories. Do you want them to take something away, or do you want them to get into action? Do you want them to do something? So we have 3 pillars: education, entertainment, and empowerment. As I say, information is essential why people listen to you or read your story. They want to form an opinion about the topic, but not too much education. So what happens if you do too much education and no entertainment? Could be boring, couldn't it? Absolutely. But then entertainment gives energy to the story. I'll give you an example. I always carry Annie with me. Annie is my friend, is my buddy. Annie is exciting. Annie is great. Annie laughs and she cries with me. She makes it easy for me. And the good thing is, you can have an Annie too. So who is she? Her last name is Doty. Of course, it's anecdote. So if you use an anecdote in your story or presentation, you will get the reader's attention. The advantage for you is you don't have to prepare them, because it's your emotion you share and it's authentic. Entertainment is emotion And that is much more important than the subject you are talking or writing about. Entertainment makes that people feel the emotion. So it's the combination of content and emotion which will stay in people's mind. A story, a picture, a short video, or even an exercise. But if you have too much entertainment and no education, what happened? People won't take you seriously. So too much entertainment with no education wouldn't make sense. So you need a combination. So, and don't underestimate the last E. I'll give you an example of an empowerment. If your story is about a fundraising project, you can ask your readers to support or donate to your project by adding a button for donation. That would be the empowerment. If you give a presentation, give them something, a handout, a gadget, or anything so people remember your presentation when they walk away. Last Fireside, I don't know if you were there, if you remember, we did a SWOT analysis online. By doing it individually, taking literally a piece of paper and make it, that is the empowerment. Because afterwards, we found out that many participants wanted to learn more. And that's what I call empowerment. So it's a mix of these three pillars, which you need in a good story. And let me also talk a little bit about social media. There are many courses on social media which you can follow, but in general, how do you put your story on social media? I would say never too much. Overload is not effective and will make that people will skip your message. Sometimes I see long pieces of text. People don't read that on social media. Sometimes I see people post 50 pictures. You see this plus 50? It's people won't look at your pictures. It's not effective. So just a small text and a couple of supporting pictures is enough to create attention. In a blog, it can be more. In a blog, you can have more words, but also spice it up with pictures. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but if you overload it, it can have a negative effect. And if you have a video, not too long. A 1.5 minute video is enough. Because people are not patient on social media, especially if you want to attract younger members, you have to follow the rules for social media. Okay, are you with me? Yeah? Thumbs up. Thank you. I would like to give you an example of a great story. This is a service project from Lithuania. It was done this summer. And in a great presentation, which can be used for a blog, the new Voices of Lithuania give an impression on what happened that day with pictures of the cleaning of a national park. The teams, the partners, the donations, the marketing, the friendship and fellowship, which was created during this event. A true New Voices initiative involving leadership, service, membership, and marketing all in one day. And the quote underneath the screen was done by the director of Coronian Spit National Park, because they were so pleased that all the volunteers, and these were not only the Leos and the Lions, they were also family members, but also community volunteers. They all shared the same goal. And this is a great story, and I have the presentation available if someone wants to have an example. Another example of a great story is our Lions New Voices Taste Stop. And I would like to show you the short video of this post, actually. And these are the words, they were posted on Facebook. This is the video. Okay, and I would like to ask Past District Governor Anelia and later on Past District Governor Zeynep to give us a short impression of that story. Anelia, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Hello, dear friends. I would like to give the word first to PDG Zeynep.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Lions New Voices Taste Stop is a New Voices project initiated by District 118K of Turkey by Lion Gamze Shankal last year. This year, Lion Gamze is the membership new voice of her district. Towards the end of last year, District 118K Turkey and District 130 Bulgaria joined forces. The two districts, the two countries signed a New Voices Bridge of Friendship Agreement, and they worked together to make the New Voices Taste Up project international. Later on, the 126 Croatia, the 410W South Africa, the 124 Romania also joined, and these 5 countries formed an international project team. And the 101 Sweden and Lions clubs from undistricted Cyprus also joined some weeks of the project. This week, Taste Stop reached its 41st week, week 41. And last week, during week 40, International Director Mats Greneth from Sweden and International Director Elena Appiani from Italy joined the project and cooked and shared their dishes. The project is led by the district New Voices coordinators from the participating countries, and it's supported by some of the New Voices of the districts, and of course, the New Voices Europe team. Each week, the project team chooses a food ingredient, a food item or a theme, and Lions, Leos, and their family members cook that dish. Every Monday, the ingredient is announced, and by Saturday evening, they cook the dish and take a photo, and they send it to the team. The project team prepares a poster for each participant. They add the photo and the flag of the participant to the photo of their dish, and they also make other posters. And these are shared on social media accounts of their districts, on Facebook, Instagram, the social media accounts of the project team members, of their participants, and also the international Facebook groups. And I'd like to hand it over to IPDG Anelia, fellow team member, to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Zeynep. Is there anyone among you who doesn't like good food shared with friends? All participants, we have fun cooking and sharing about it. We all interact on social media and New Voices Taste Stop WhatsApp groups. This project was a great way to stay connected and motivated during the difficult times of the pandemic. And all participants loved to connect through cooking and exchanging recipes. but there was more added value to this project than this. After the project started last year, District 118K Turkey organized events with special guests on topics such as healthy diet, cuisines of different countries, or food photography. Now, the international project team is working to organize similar events in the different countries. Lions and non-lions attend these New Voices Taste Stop events, and this also creates great publicity. Also, the team connects the project with Lions global causes. In some weeks, participants share the food they cook with the elderly or the needy people to relieve hunger. For diabetes awareness, they are working with nutritionists to offer healthy recipes and learn to cook those healthy recipes. This November, for example, there will be a similar theme, so please follow us. The project has a Facebook page, Lions New Voices States Stop. We will share later the link in the chat. And if you would like to join, just simply send us an email. You will also see our email address in the chat. And we would like to invite now our Lions family from Europe and from around the world to join this fun New Voices project of friendship, diversity, understanding, motivation, and cultural exchange. And our challenge for you: cook anything with pumpkin until Saturday evening and send us your meal photo to be included in this week's poster. Enjoy your dish with family and friends, and thank you for sharing with us too. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Zeynep and Anelia. Great project, I must say. And it develops so fast. Thank you. I would like to give you some information on the stories you can, because in every district, the district governors have the possibility to apply for a GAT district grant of 500 euros. We, the New Voices, can help the districts to achieve this goal and get the grant by delivering a great story. They need our help because last year, only a small percentage of districts applied for this grant. This year, we will make sure that every district will have this $500. But be aware that only the district governor, the district secretary, the GLT, GMT, and GST district coordinators can apply for this grant. So it's a team effort. There is a special form for them available on the LCI website. Underneath this picture, I've put in a link on the LCI website. If you put in the search GAT district funding, you will find this page. But also, I would like to encourage the districts to make a contest out of this. The best story in the district. Create a prize winner. Competition makes it fun. And New Voices adding value to the district, which is very important. I'll show you the district funding. This is the description how to do it. So you can support your district with this GAT grant. Okay, enough of me talking. We put you to work. I would like to ask you now to take 5 minutes to prepare a story of service or membership or leadership or marketing. Think of the 3 E's: education, entertainment, empowerment. And we will have time to listen to a couple of stories. So be prepared to share your story in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we will get you relaxed with some music. And I will see you in 5 minutes. And we are very curious to hear your stories. Okay. So 5 minutes. So who would like to share the stories? And I would like to encourage you to raise your hand so we know that who wants to share. Are there any raised hands? Yes. We have Sabi. Sabi, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, hello everyone first. I'll just begin with my story.
Okay.
Okay, so my story is rather a special one for me. That is because it represents the very reason I joined the Leo Alliance movement. When I first heard about Leo, it was through some schoolmates talking about national meetings and conventions. And even though it seemed like a lot of fun, it was not the reason it lit my spark for volunteering. The very reason I joined my first Leo club was due to a donation activity, and the rather sad one I would add, a family's house near our hometown burned down to the ground, and them being in such an awful situation sparked the Leos in our local Leo club to act up. They brought the goods and products to support them in such a tough time, and I mean, as much as they could, due to the fact that they were teenagers. And seeing teenagers of my age do that thing in their spare time really brought me to a realization and hope that I can do better things in my life, and I can do things that impact my community and those in need. I really think it educated me regarding my own powers. It entertains the need for community support, and it really empowered those in need and myself personally. Because me, after joining the Leo Club, I think I developed a lot, and it brought me so many things to develop myself and to help others, and it was such an heartwarming experience. I would do it again over 1,000 times.
Okay, thank you very much. Applause for Staby's story. Thank you very much. You can make your story. I hear some noise. Staby, you can make your story even more interesting by putting some emotion in what, like an individual which you helped, or like an example. Then it would be not even more interesting.
Okay, thank you for
Okay. You're welcome. We have Gayla from South Africa. Gayla, would you like to unmute and tell your story?
Sure, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. My name is Gayla. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. And in 1983, I attended my first Leo leadership training for new members. We had to wear skirts and blazers. It was a very, very formal event. We learned many, many skills, and I still use them today in my Lions career and my professional life. In one of the sessions, they explained the hierarchy of the organization, and they went into a lot of detail about the club, the zone, the region, and the district, and how the leadership positions all worked. And then they asked us to set a goal for ourselves as to what position we would like to achieve. I said I wanted to become district governor. And so the trainers laughed at me and said, women can never become leaders of this organization. Well, let's fast forward to 2015. When I was elected second vice district governor of my district, I sent both of those trainers an email to say that what I'd predicted and what I'd aimed for had been achieved. They cheered and supported me the whole way. When I became governor, they were two of the first people to congratulate me. They no longer live in South Africa. One is in Canada and one is in the United States. And I'm still here with my mascot, Lexi. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Gayla. Applause to Gayla. Great story about making the impossible possible for yourself. And that's a great achievement. Thank you. Then we have Panos from Greece.
Greece.
Greece, yes, Panos. Thank you for sharing your story.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for giving us this great opportunity to share our story. So my story is a story of service, it's a story of passion, of enthusiasm, of thinking big. About 2 years ago, I met a guy here in Greece, Ilias Mastoras, who was a project founder of a global campaign which is called A Ball for All. This is a ball which is unique because it has some bells inside it. It's specially manufactured for blind children or visually impaired. And what is unique about this ball, it is that it is so lightweight that even a 2 years old can easily play and carry it. Because until recently, there were some balls for blind people, but they were too heavy for small children to play with them. So when I met this guy and I saw this ball, I immediately thought about Lions, of embracing this project. And I thought about why not Lions donate these balls to all blind children worldwide. So I immediately discussed this idea to my club, and we decided to make an order of 30 of these balls in order to donate them to other Lions clubs worldwide. Gradually, we donated these balls to about 20 Lions clubs worldwide. Anilia her club was one of these clubs in Bulgaria that we donated these balls, and gradually we promoted this campaign through our Facebook club's page, and it gradually became known to more and more Lions. So with the chance that we organized Europa Forum this October, many of you were there, the host committee decided to make this the official service project of Europa Forum. This was the chance to make it even bigger, even wider, and how amazing was this that during the Europa Forum, past international director Phil Nathan made a big announcement that MD 105 will sponsor 1,000 of these balls. 1,000 blind and visually impaired children worldwide will have the chance to get these balls. It is so amazing that with such a small act of kindness, you can bring so much joy, you can bring smiles to these children. I remember especially one of our donations in a small child in Denmark. This child, apart from being blind, had some other disabilities, mental disabilities, and it was so touching. We got literally misty-eyed when their parents told us that this was the best gift that their children had ever get. And I try to imagine and think even bigger. Why not we donate these balls to 50,000 blind children in India? Why not we donate this ball to literally every blind children in our planet? So this is my vision. This is our vision of my club, Lions Club Thessaloniki Iraklia, that it got bigger, and we hope it will become even bigger. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Panos. Thank you very much. Applause for your story. And I must say, I can feel your emotion because it's so passionate told, this story. So I think go on with telling your story everywhere. Thank you. Johanna Torstensson, you raised your hands. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you. And hello, all of you.
Hello.
This is my first meeting with you.
Okay.
But as a woman, I've been leading a very small Lions club in Reykjavik, Iceland. And I just wanted to share with you a project for women, Lions women in Iceland. We have twice given a symposium. First, when I was a district governor in my district, 109A, and we got some very influenced women to talk about the importance of saying yes. If somebody asks you to take a responsibility, to take a project on your hand, do say yes. And this woman who was a keynote speaker 2 years ago, she's becoming a parliament member in Iceland now. She was so influential to us and so inspiring. We decided to do this again, to give a symposium to all female Lions members in Iceland. And this time, both the district governor in both districts in Iceland, they participated in this project. And we got 60 women from all over Iceland to participate. And we used this sentence, do say yes.
Okay.
Because as many of you probably know, for some reason, women are not, well, we do not so easily take on jobs that are new to us. We are sort of shy, and the men are very eager to take on challenges, which we usually are more careful about. But that's not the case. We were 30. There were 40 women 2 years ago. This time, it was last Saturday, we had plus 60 women. And we had our wonderful leading person in Iceland, past international president, Guðrún Ingvadóttir. She gave us a presentation, and this was so inspiring to all the women who participated. And the young women, they were so eager. They wanted to know, how do I climb the ladder to become an influenced person in the multi-district? And yeah, well, I just wanted to tell you about this. But my club is very interested in working with associations that try to avoid self-damaging behavior in young children, and in young teenagers, or young people. And we have been selling, well, our income is more or less, it's not very much, but we are saving up to give bigger sums of money to such association.
Okay. Thank you very much, Johanna. Thank you very much for your story. Applause for Johanna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think these symposiums are very important to do and to make women more confident. Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Osne Dogangun. Is that all right?
Yes, it is right. Good evening to everyone. I raised my hand because I want to help to my New Voices nominee. She tries to raise her hand, but her computer doesn't work. She has a nice story. If you can give her the microphone, Meseret.
Where is she? Oh, I can see her.
If she can unmute,
unmute yourself, Meseret.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Line Meseret Muhtaroğlu. I've been aligned for 2 years. Since the first day I took an active part in my club events, I worked and also tried to show these works recognized both in the Lions and in the non-Lions community. The New Voices initiative opened up a wide field for me in this regard. So social media was an environment where I could be helpful and productive. So I developed myself, studied design programs and social media applications, because I realized it is necessary to use the language of social media to make our services visible. I learned to use new and up-to-date applications used on the phone and on the computer, which I have never been interested in my 23 years of work life as a banker. Through these applications, I volunteered and started to prepare images, posters, and videos for special days, celebrations, and events of my club. This continued in 2020 and 21 service year, both in club events and in activities of my district. I volunteered to do the graphics and social media designs and movies for District 118K New Voices Coordinators team. District 118K has become one of the most successful implementers of the New Voices initiative. Not only inter-club ties, but also inter-club ties were strengthened through the New Voices projects. I prepared videos and posters that tells the story of the Taste Stop, one of the most successful New Voices projects of District 118K. I prepared videos not only for my district, but also voluntarily for my multiple district MD 118 Turkey. I wanted to show that the Lions are doing great things to the Lions in other districts and other countries. I wanted to let others see something good and be inspired by that good thing. Because I believe that if something is good, everybody should see and know that this is good. And this year, due to my volunteers marketing work that I have been doing for my club, my district, and multiple districts, my district governor nominated me as the marketing new voice of my district 118K. The New Voices initiative gave me the motivation to learn design and marketing and serve in this area. And now I'm honored to be a new voice in this area. And my motto for the year is, everything is beautiful when it is shared. Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you very much, Meseret. Very good story. Thank you. We can feel it.
Thank you.
I'll have one story left, and I would like to give the story to Fikret, because we need women and men, different stories. So please unmute yourself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all, and hello to all. Dear Panos from Greece, you just mentioned about the Balls for All. And let me tell you, everyone here, that Balls for All has been the reason that the Lions united north and south of the Cyprus for the first time since 1974 division. And I think this is a great cooperation. It was a service. And I believe that it's a great story to tell everyone. When we met last week with the Greek Cypriots in Cyprus, we were so happy, we were so emotional, and we were thinking about the future of the Cyprus. And that was an amazing gesture of the Greek Cypriot friends that's serving in the 117B in the South Cyprus. And I think I just shared some stories on the Lions Facebook pages about the cooperation, because this is happening for the first time, and the club I'm a member of, Malsa Mersaria, is the one and only Turkish Cypriot Lions club that teaming up with the Greek Cypriot Foundation in the Greek Cypriot community. And dear Panos, thank you very much. And once we deliver the balls to the blind children to the school, I will share every detail to you to make a great promotion about this bi-communal activity. Thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fikret. You see what kind of service can lead to friendship, can lead to understanding, can lead to beautiful things. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your stories, because it's so important that we do that. Let me go on to the next slide. Yeah. Are there any questions you have?
Ask something, I think.
Sorry?
Olga, I think Olga want to ask something.
Olga, want you to ask something?
No, I had raised my hand for a story, but don't bother. We're going.
Okay. Olga will do a fireside, actually, very, very shortly, about storytelling, but in the Greek language. So that is, I would like to encourage you also to do it in your own language. You can have this PowerPoint if you want to do it. So we are willing to share our information, so you can do a similar workshop in your own country, in your own language, which is in Europe so important that we speak our own languages. Thank you, Olga, for initiating it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you give me and
Okay.
the honor.
Thank you. Any other questions? If you have one, please raise your hands. No? We have no questions anymore. So we were very clear, I think.
I haven't seen in the.
I'm sorry?
They're not any of the chat box either, PID Elizabeth.
Okay, any other things in the chat, Zeynep?
Just congratulatory messages and greetings.
Okay, thank you very much, because I see more than 100 chats, so you are very busy on the in the chat box. Thank you for that. This is our conclusion for this fireside. We are almost done. You see, an hour is nothing when you hear good stories. So we hope that you found it interesting and useful. If you want to share this fireside with other Lions and Leos, please go also to our YouTube channel, Lions New Voices Europe. It will be uploaded there very soon. And you can also subscribe to the channel. So I would like to thank you for your stories, for your dedication, for your service, and for your participation. And let's tell the world what we do. Thank you so much. And I wish you a very, very good weekend ahead of us. Thank you.
Congratulations to all, and see you to the next fireside.
Thank you, Daniela. Thank you.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Really enjoyed the
Great
program.
to have so many countries.
Thank you.
Greece, Israel, Spain, Finland, Turkey.
Bye.
We're brimming.